What's up, everybody? Rainy day driving through Nashville. Had some interesting listening this morning. As many of you may or may not know, those of you who have watched me long enough know, I kind of use YouTube.
Take exit 50B to merge onto I-40 west towards I-65 south.
As a radio. I listen a lot. Put the phone in my pocket. I got it where my screen can go off and YouTube will still play. I'll put a watched later list and I will play, or a live stream, and it'll just play in my pocket, and I just listen like it's a podcast. So certain YouTubers I tend to really like, you know. And this video might be controversial. You know, I don't think I'll lose any friends over it, because it's been a crazy ride. But because of the videos I watched this morning, it just made me think, you know. And I want to get my 2 cents out there, because I'm not going to mention every video I watched this morning. I'll just mention that I watched Life with Aaron's Bad Connection videos. And forgive if you can hear Siri, but I watched the Bad Connection channel. And Life with Aaron starts it off with, which he's just Aaron to me. I've got to know him in person. We've met in person. You know, he starts off, this is Bottom O. This is like my Bottom O character.
2 lanes to take exit 50B to merge onto I-40 west towards I-65 south.
And I go into character a lot. All different kinds of characters. Little Marky, Marky J, whatever. And I get like excited and involved in my theatrical side that I didn't really even know I had until I started having like peeing matches with people on YouTube. So it's weird that my all my characters, the puppets, all that it all got developed because of my interaction with the bottom of YouTube. Some people who hate me. Which brings me to what I was really thinking about, what I wanted to make this about. Didn't want to make it too long of a ramble. But, was the character, okay? Now, most of Aaron's video, I would say, was targeted at the bigger players who go back and forth with each other in the bottom of YouTube. We've all got characters. You know, we all got our own little characters. Some of it's just one shtick, some of it's whatever. But
use the left 2 lanes to take exit 210B on the left to merge onto I-65 south towards Huntsville.
For the most part, it seems like it's just characters. You know what I mean? Like theater, okay? Wrestling. But something Aaron, you know, said in his videos, if you're on YouTube, you are somebody who's got some narcissism, and you're like, look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me. So anybody on here pointing the finger, calling the other one a narcissism, you're on here too. I'm with you there, Aaron. Also, there's just no room for hate. The abuse that spews out from people is ridiculous. Now, if you're someone like me, who has extremely thick skin, and I'd like any of you to argue me with it. I haven't been standing strong, making videos, barking back since I started January 5th of 2017, that's when I uploaded my first video. No, never back down. No, I'm skin and bones. And that skin is all thick, okay? We all know I'm skin and bones. You can crack your skinny jokes about me. Well, I'm thick skin and bones. We know that. If telling me I have thin skin is just, silly. But, Aaron also touched on something else. There was a point where he almost lost it because of the hate spewed out by a certain individual who I personally think should retire that mask, mail it to a P.O. box that Camo Dave is the owner of, because you said you would, and either disappear or make a channel showing your face. And quit being so hateful. Quit being such a, come on. That shtick is old. You only get all your views just like any of those drama channels get their views, because people want to see how hateful you're going to be about them. I think I seen, and I kind of got that. I think I seen Kentucky Ranger write a comment, because Kentucky Ranger can be long-winded in his comments, who I haven't always got along with. Heck, at one point I thought our bridge was burnt, but I refused to let that bridge burn because I thought I see good in Kentucky Ranger. Even though him and Jacob, and I don't think they'll ever get along, too much has happened probably. We'll probably never get along, and I like them both. I consider them both friends. I will say this, Jacob, if you get a chance to see this video, but you kind of don't watch bottom of YouTube videos anymore, I'm really glad. It seems like you kind of just kept making your videos and road stride attraction and good stuff. That's what I like. If anybody, which it all kind of stems around Adam the Woo. I get called the fanboy of Adam the Woo, and I'll touch on that really quick. Adam the Woo is just a man who inspired me to paint every single day, which now seems like I might do for the rest of my life. Someone asked me yesterday, who's been, watching me on this journey for a long time, doesn't really comment on YouTube very often, but I appreciate when they do, said, how long you been going now? And I looked it up live on my stream last night, and it was 1,655 days in a row. And for somebody who's look at me, look at me, look at me, I at least worked hard for what it takes to look at me, okay? For, that many days in a row. I've painted something. And it's because Adam the Woo inspired me, and that's it. Yeah, I'm a Woovian. Yeah, I started fighting all of you guys because, or not really fighting, just going back and forth with, like Aaron said, with love and this and love. Like my tactics at first, which Aaron said were just kind of like crazy off the wall. He could see through it, but some people couldn't. I've always just tried to get a laugh. But I am over it too, and I'm here to just speak out like Aaron did. Long rant. It's been too long already. I feel like I've said enough. There's no room for hate. You want to pick on me for singing karaoke poorly, come to my stream and do it every night. I'll enjoy it. Like Stingray did every once in a while. Don't quit your day job type comment. I can handle that. I'm cool with that. But there's no room for hate. And guy in the mask, send that mask to Dave, dude. Retire that thing. Honor your word. Be a man of your word. And stop with the hate and just be funny. Because you, and just like, the other guy who I just now made, it seems like, peace with, you both have huge potential and lots of good things about you, and that's why I ever interacted with you, was because I try to see the good in people. That's why I give the much love around the globe speech. I know there's bad. I know there's bad. Don't think I don't. But getting angry, screaming at each other, yelling at each other. I don't know. I love you guys. Whoa, almost lost the camera there. Hit the cord. See you guys on the next one. And always love to my #1 mod, Rosie. I miss and love you, and I'm trying to make you proud.